you mine it, you better never drop your horse. You only get one pick. Do not miss your chance to mine these diamond.
Oh yeah, we're talking about feminism. What up? It's your boy, My Thoughts on here, and today I'm back with another video. I've been gone for about a week, and yes, I was indeed captured by ISIS. So, if you didn't catch the title or the intro, or you're just blind and deaf, probably shouldn't be on YouTube. This isn't really the place for you, but we're talking about feminism today. More specifically, modern feminism. What exactly is feminism? Let's just start off with that. Well, according to the dictionary, feminism is the advocacy of women's rights on the basis of equality of the sexes. Basically, meaning, women should be treated the same as men, which I can get around. I support. But that's only textbook by the definition feminism. That's not modern feminism. I mean, screw that. Screw the definition. I mean, modern feminism is different, you see. If you've ever seen a Buzzfeed video, more specifically the Buzzfeed videos along the lines of questions black people have for white people, questions women have for men, questions women have for white men. You know what modern feminism is. Modern feminism is like they took the definition and just shit on it. Took a hot, steaming shit on the definition of feminism. Because this new feminism is more along the lines of a new Holocaust, and the white male must be eradicated from no black male, you're racist. No white woman, you're sexist. No, the white male needs to be eradicated. And yes, I'm going to be talking a lot about Buzzfeed in this video, since I freaking hate Buzzfeed and you can't tell me what to do, right? Right? So, without further ado, let's go read some Buzzfeed articles. Because why not? So, gather round, kiddies, because we're going to be reading a story about complete and utter bullshit. Today, we're going to be reading the article. People loved this woman's reaction to a guy saying feminism is inequality. So, we start off fairly simple. But knowing Buzzfeed, we know we're not talking about because if we were talking about textbook feminism, then it would be wrong, since feminism is all about equality, but not modern feminism. Modern feminism is saying, I think of it kind of like the Nazis. And this whole entire Buzzfeed thing is Lebensraum. So, the Nazis are the woman, the lower class, but still not the Untermensch. They don't deserve to die, unless you're racist. Is the black male, and then finally the race that should be eradicated off of the face of the earth is the white male. So, let's read this. If, like me, you're reality TV obsessed, you might be watching Love Island ATM at the moment. It is seriously the highlight of the summer. Oh wait, as you can imagine, there's a ton of drama already. How's this news? And last night, it was Camilla and Johnny's turn to take center stage when a disagreement about feminism feminism came up. It all started when Johnny said he wouldn't let a woman pay on the first date, or on any date, and he'd feel almost emasculated if a woman paid instead. Why do you have a problem with this? Buzzfeed, woman in general, why do you have a problem with this? It's free food. It's literally free food. but it's not showing the woman power. I wish I was a woman and didn't have to pay. If I didn't have to pay, go on ahead. Make me feel discriminated all you want. I'm getting myself some free food. Hey, hey, surf and turf, maybe some escargot while we're at it. Oh, that's $100. You'll pay, right? Or Camilla's reaction said it all. It shows a face of her being like, I'll put a picture on screen. It's basically just a face of disappointment in this man paying for a woman. She followed it up by saying that she'd feel awkward if she didn't pay half, especially in the initial stages of dating. The conversation then took a quick turn when Johnny asked, "You're a feminist, aren't you?" And when Camilla said, "Shouldn't we all be feminists? Surely you believe in equality," Johnny laughed before sharing his opinion. "I believe in equality, but I feel like feminism believes in almost inequality." Johnny, my boy, that's the only thing I'm basically gonna get across here. Modern feminism relies on reverse racism and reverse sexism to get their point across. They're all for equality, but when it comes to the white male, I mean, they're Satan. And they say that because we were racist in the past. Oh God. You know, that's like saying men are bad because Hitler killed so many Jews in the past. It it's stupid. It really is. Now, let's bring up the definition of sexism and racism. Racism: prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism directed against someone of a different race based on belief that one's own race is superior. Sounds a lot like Buzzfeed discriminating against white males. And sexism: prejudice or discrimination based on sex, especially discrimination against women. Now, it did say especially against women, but then again, that definition could be flip-sided towards men. I'm not here to be a meninist, if that even exists, but I'm not here to preach equal, well, I am here to preach equal rights, but I'm not no meninist. But it's just absurd how their message could get twisted so much. Like, I would have been all for BuzzFeed if they were for equality, but they're not for equality. Because by the books, they're being both racist and sexist. It's not good. It's not okay. Anyways, we're not even done with the article. Jesus Christ. Oh wait, no. I already read that. Hold up. Instead of taking the hint to stop talking, Johnny steamrolled ahead. The majority of feminists, like real feminists, believe in almost a slope towards them rather than towards men. Exactly. Johnny, my boy. You a good man, mate. Camilla pointed out that there had been several generations that have been peripheral. That's what I said in the past, back in the video. It's like saying men are bad because Hitler existed. You know who else was a man? Fucking Jesus! It's stupid. It is. Your logic is flawed. I bet if I looked it up, there's like some horribly evil woman in the past, but nah. Hell, let's do some research. Let's do some history research on horribly evil woman. Or else if I even type that up, I'll be called sexist, but let's look it up, shall we? I'm sorry if I'm really loud in this video and I sound less depressed and more like an SJW. I just need to get my freaking points across. This has been building up for years now. I just freaking hate Buzzfeed. Anyways, Mira Hindley performed were responsible for the more murders occurring in the Manchester area of Britain during the mid-1960s. And This person was responsible for kidnapping, sexual abuse, torture, and murder of 3 children under the age of 12 and 2 teenagers aged 16. Let's see. Isabella of Castile. What she did is literally went for the path of removal or conversion of Jews. This was woman Hitler over here. And Buzzfeed just seems to skim over that, let's just skim over that fact. Anyways, let's go on. So, let's go back to the article. Camilla pointed out that there had been several... and I'll just start. Camilla pointed out that there have been several generations that have been peripheral to men, and that they needed to redress the balance. This was Johnny's reaction. I'll put it up on screen. So, basically what he's saying is that they need to balance out, like, we need a few years of, men discrimination to balance out the order, you see. This is freaking Buzzfeed, mate. The conversation concluded when Camilla asked Johnny if he seriously thought women had the same opportunities as men. See, first good point. Women are discriminated against. No shit. It's better than it was in the past, most certainly. It's super over exaggerated, but there is discrimination. I didn't do research in the wage gap. I'm not going to talk about that. But math and science, that stuff, and just, it's not good to me. Discrimination does indeed exist, but it's way over exaggerated. Okay, so Johnny's reaction is, I believe women almost have more opportunities. That's slightly wrong, but it is technically wrong. I mean, they really don't. The exchange clearly upset Camilla, who's crying because someone said, "Hey, yo, modern feminism ain't good, mate." Freaking crying. Such a horrible person. The exchange clearly upset Camilla, who said, "I feel so stupid. This is exactly why I didn't want to do this. Start liking someone before I got to know it." Oh, come on. Just because someone says feminism. Meanwhile, people on Twitter were reacting to the shitstorm live. And many clearly disagreed with Johnny's opinions, while others applauded Camilla for... She cried because someone said feminism isn't good. Yeah, great reaction there. While some people voiced their disagreement with Camilla, others jumped in to defend her. See, someone else brought up the feminism definition, which is technically true. She never said she was supporting modern feminism, but we can assume that since BuzzFeed is just hopping on, and BuzzFeed is a main trafficker of, these kinds of videos. This is going to be a very long video. But not everyone agreed with Camilla's reaction. See, this person, George, said, that's a shame. I really like Camilla, but she needs to remember, even in a happy couple..." Exactly. George, mate. Oh, it's Georgia, sorry. But I get what you're saying, and I think I said that, but... So I'm just gonna wrap this up. Feminism is good. Modern feminism is shit. And how well do you know the songs from Harry Styles by their emojis? That's a literal article on BuzzFeed. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a like down below. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. We're about to reach the 15-minute mark. After we reach the 15-minute mark, I can't upload this. Bye.